Yes, good evening to all. Am I audible?
Good evening, sir.
Yes,
Good evening, sir.
yes, good evening. Okay, so morning, so you understood how to represent a graph within a computer system by using two approaches we understood. One is by using adjacency matrix, and then other one is by using adjacency list. Both of them you people understood, and you also understood the concepts of how to add a vertex to an existing graph, and how to represent how to update the uh, adjacency matrix, and how to delete, how to add an edge, and how to delete an edge. So these are all a few things what you people understood, and we also went through the small function which will display the count of in degree, out degree, and also the total degree. Okay, so now we'll try to understand the graph traversal techniques. There are two techniques using which you can go for traversing the tree, not the tree, graph, DFS and BFS. So DFS stands for depth first search, and BFS stands for breadth first search. So depth means, the name itself says, first we start searching the nodes depth wise, and the other one, the breadth first search, will go for searching the nodes in the graph, so breadth wise. Okay, so if I want to tell you people in Kannada, so DFS is nothing but ಆಳವಾಗಿ ಹುಡುಕು, so BFS is nothing but ಅಗಲವಾಗಿ ಹುಡುಕು. Okay, so we'll just understand these things, and you have your the 11th lab program based on this, and you can expect a question also on this. They'll give you a graph and they'll ask you to do the depth first search or the breadth first search. Okay, so as it was already mentioned, traversal means visiting all the nodes of a graph. Given a graph, what you should do is you should go for visiting all the nodes in the graph. Okay, graph. So depth first traversal, or depth first search, you can also call it as DFT, or you can also call it as DFS. So is a recursive algorithm for searching all the vertices of a graph or tree data structure. Okay, now so a recursive algorithm, so you can also go for writing the non-recursive algorithm, but the lab program we understand with respect to the recursive algorithm. So later we will try to write the non-recursive implementation also for the DFS and BFS. Okay, now today we'll just go through the recursive definition. Okay, so DFS algorithm, okay, what it does is uh, it segregates, initially puts each vertex of a graph into one of the two categories, so visited and not visited. So this is what you should remember. So we'll be having two things. So whenever a node is visited, it is put into the visited list, and the node which is not visited, it will stay there inside the not visited list. The moment the node is visited, again we shift it to the visited list. Okay, now the algorithm. Before we start with the examples, we'll try to understand the algorithm. Very simple algorithm it is, if you understand. And what is the purpose of using this DFS algorithm, traversing the graph using DFS or BFS? Is to mark each vertex as visited while avoiding the cycles. Now you go for traversing the DFS as a graph using the DFS or the BFS. After you traverse, you get something called as a spanning tree. That means there will be no cycles. Okay, you're going to visit each of the node which is there in the graph without forming a cycle. Okay, that is the purpose of this algorithm. Even the BFS also the same. So how DFS algorithm works? Okay, so first step is, it starts by putting any one of the graph's vertices on top of the stack. So, and remember, this is very important. So DFS uses this stack. Okay, DFS uses this stack, and BFS, the best breadth first search or breadth first traversal, uses the queues, okay, as the data structure. Okay, so I have written here DFS uses the stack. So initially what you do, you're going to start by putting any one of the graph's vertex on top of the stack, and then take this top item of the stack and add it to the visited list. So you can start performing the depth first traversal of a given graph from any node, from any starting node you can choose. Or sometimes when the question is given, they'll give you the graph and they'll ask you to write the depth first search sequence for this graph using this so and so node as the starting node. They'll specify. Okay, so in case if they are not specified the starting node, you are free to choose your own starting node. Okay, now so start by putting any one of the graph's vertices on top of the stack, then take the top item of the stack and add it to the visited list. Next, create a list of that vertex adjacent nodes. Okay, so once you visit a node, okay, by popping it out from the stack and adding it to the visited list, so you should go for looking into the nodes which are adjacent to the node which are visited. Okay, add the ones which are in the visited list to the top of the stack. So keep repeating the steps 2 and 3 until the stack is empty. These two steps, this is the second step and this is the third step. We should keep repeating these two steps until the stack becomes empty. The moment the stack becomes empty, so that means you have traversed the whole graph using the DFS search algorithm. Okay, now this are the four simple steps what the DFS algorithm uses. Now we'll start with a simple example. So in order to make you people understand how the depth first search algorithm works, I've taken a graph of 5 vertices. Okay, undirected graph I've considered, and if you look into this graph, there are 5 vertices, and when you're doing the depth first search, so these are the two lists which you got to write. One is the visited list and the other one is the stack. As already mentioned, DFS uses the stack. Okay, now so this is also empty and stack is also empty right now. Now to start with, so let me consider, say I can go for considering any one of this node as a starting node. Okay, let me consider 0 as the starting node. Now I got to start traversing all the nodes of my undirected graph, so by starting from 0. Okay, I start from 0. Okay, now what I'll do now, this 0, let me go to the next slide. So this 0, I'm starting from 0. Okay, I'll add it to the stack. Okay, so this is the only node now. Okay, so this 0, I'll add it to the stack. So this is the top of the stack now. I'll add it here. Now on the stack, now right now this is the only node. Okay, now that means I have to visit this. Now 0 is added here. I visited 0. 0 I'll add it here. Okay, next what I do, I just look into the nodes which are adjacent to 0. The nodes which are adjacent to 0 are 1, 2, 3. See, 1 is adjacent to 0, 2 is adjacent to 0, and 3 is also adjacent to 0. Now after I visit 0, I go for filling the stack with the adjacent nodes of 0. Okay, that is what you are seeing here. So I visited 0. See, this color also changed. I visited this, and the stack is filled with the nodes which are adjacent to the the node which is visited right now. Okay, now I've written here. Now this is the top of the stack now. So first I've inserted 3, I've inserted 2, now I've inserted 1. Now which one is the top of the stack? This is the stack. So you might ask, sir, why you are written 1? Why 1 is at the top? Can't we have 3 at the top? Yes, you can have, no problem. Okay, so but I prefer writing always the smallest number on the top of the stack. Okay, 3, 2, 1. Okay, people understood till here?
Yes, sir.
Okay, next what I'll do, see now top is pointing to this 1. Okay, I have already visited 0. Now the next node which you have to visit is 1. I visit 1. Okay, now when I visit 1, what will happen? So I have to see what is the node which is adjacent to 1. When you are visiting this, you should go for filling the stack by the nodes which are adjacent to it. I am visiting 1, but its adjacent node is 2. It is already there in the stack. I don't have to put it. Okay. Now what I do, 1 is visited. Let me go to the next slide. Yeah, 1 is visited. That means 1 is popped. Okay, 1 is popped, and I have 2 and 3 remaining in my stack. So now it is saying the next node to visit, is 2. So top of the stack is 2. Now I should go for visiting 2. Now before I add, so I'll visit this. Let me visit 2. I have to add here to the visited list. Now I have to check the nodes which are adjacent to 2. Okay, the nodes which is adjacent to 2 but not visited. See, 1 is already visited. 0 is 0, 1 and 4 are the adjacent nodes. 0 and 1 are already visited. So, and the node which is adjacent to 4 and which is not still visited is 4. Okay. Now what happens? So I visit 2, 2 gets added here, and 4 gets inserted on top of the stack. I'll show you here. So 2 is visited and 4 gets added on top of the stack. Okay, people are following?
Yes, sir.
See, vertex 2 as an unvisited, so vertex 2 as an unvisited adjacent vertex in 4. So we add that to the top of the stack and visit it. So next is, yeah. So after 2, so which one is the top? 4. 4 is the top. Okay. Now I got to visit 4, and I also look for the adjacent nodes to 4. The only adjacent node to 4 is 2, which is already visited. Okay. So now I cannot go for adding anything on top of the stack because 2 is already visited. I just go for visiting 4. Okay. Next, so 4 is visited. Okay. Now after visiting 4, since I take 3 will come to the top. 3 will come to the top, and for 3 I just again check for the adjacent nodes. 0 is the only adjacent node, and that is already visited. I simply go for popping this 3 and adding it to the visited. Now this is what is the depth first traversal of the graph. So I visit 0. See, just look into the pattern. Let me write. So it will not form a cycle. So I start it at 0. I come to 1. Okay, I come to 1, and then I go to 2, and then I go to 4, and then I go to 3. Something like this. Is it clear?
Yes, sir.
Okay, now let me write and show you,
Yes,
because this I showed you. So let me discard this. Okay, set keep. Let me erase. Okay, I cannot. Okay, I think if I close, yeah, don't save. I'll open again. Now I'll go for writing, write and show you people. You'll understand clearly. Okay, let me, yeah, this is the graph. So this is okay for me. I'll insert a new slide here. So I may copy only this. Let me make it a little small. Okay, now I'll go for writing and showing you people. So this is my graph. So starting from 0 I got to do it. I visited, I'll use this itself. For stack I'll write my own. okay, or else let me use this itself. Initially I want to start with the 0. I'll put 0 here in this stack. Okay, now since I need to visit 0, I have to start from 0 itself. So I just pop the 0, add it to the, so here and here I'll go for filling. Now when I visit 0, so all its adjacent nodes must be inserted into the stack. I'll start inserting. So bigger number I'll insert first. 3, 2, and then 1. So top of the stack is 1. It is pointing to this. Okay. Now the next node which I need to visit is 1. Okay. Now when I'm visiting 1, I have to pop it from here. I have to pop from this stack. I remove this. So this is yeah, let me mark it later. And 1 is visited. So visited ones, I'll mark it as V. This is visited and this is visited. Now when I visit this, and again the adjacent nodes to 1, which are unvisited adjacent nodes of 1, must be added to the stack. Okay. Now unvisited, 0 is already visited, and 2, it's already there. Understood? 2 is already there inside the stack, so I don't have to add it. Okay. Now this top right now is pointing to 2. Top is pointing to this. Okay. So top is pointing to this, and the next node to visit is 2. So let me add it to the visit list. So the V2 is also visited, and this I'm erasing. Next, now I have to find out the adjacent nodes for 2. The adjacent node for 2 is 0, 1 and 4, but 0, 1 are already visited. Now the unvisited node is 4. That should be inserted into the stack. 4 is inserted and top is pointing to this. Correct? OP people are following?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, and the next node to visit is 4. So 4 is visited, and the 4 should be popped out from this stack. Okay. So next I have to find out the adjacent node for 4. Adjacent node for 4 is 2, but it is already visited. Correct, right? So I don't have anything. Now top is pointing where? So after popping 4, so top is pointing to 3. Okay. Now this I have to pop and add it to the visited list. Okay. Now I go for checking whether there are any node which is adjacent to 3 and not visited. Now the only adjacent node to 3 is 0, but it is already visited. Now nothing to insert. So this, since it is popped and added, the stack becomes empty, and we have to stop here. Now this is the depth first traversal for this graph. See the order how we came. Let me write and show you. See, we started from here. We go depth. See, we visited 1, and then we visited 2, then we visited 4, and then we visited 3. Is that clear?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now,
Yes,
so
sir.
same thing we'll do from some other node now. Let me erase everything. So I don't want 0 as the starting node now. Let me take some other node as the starting node. Now which node will take it as the starting node? We'll take 1 as the starting node. Okay. Now since I'm taking this as the starting node, 1 should be added to the visited list, and this is visited. Now what I have to do? I have to go for filling my stack all the adjacent nodes to 1. How many adjacent nodes are there to 1 right now? 0 and 2. Correct, right?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
So 2, 0, right? So top is pointing to this. So next thing what I do, so I pop this 0 and add it to the, so because 0 is not yet visited, so add it to the visited list. Okay, so when I do that, so this is popped, and I have to erase from here, and top is pointing to where? 2. Zero is visited. Now I should go for pushing the adjacent nodes of 0 to the stack. Now what is the adjacent node? 2. 2 is already there. Okay, and the next adjacent node to 0 is 1. 1 is already visited, but 2 is already there in the stack, and for 0 it is 3. 3 is unvisited. I have to push 3 onto the stack. So this top is, sorry, I have 2 here, and top is pointing to this. Okay, so next node to visit is 3. Okay, next what we do, we erase. This 3 is popped, and top is pointing back to 2. Next I go for looking. So 3 is also visited. I search for the adjacent nodes of 3. The only adjacent node of 3 is 0, which is already visited. So I don't have anything to push onto the stack right now. Now what will happen? Now again it will backtrack, and it comes to 2, and it says visit 2. Okay, now I go for visiting 2. So when I say visit 2, 2 is added to this, and it is erased from the stack. So now I'll go for now visited 2. The nodes adjacent to 2. The node adjacent to 2 is 1, 0 and 4, but 0 and 1 are already visited. The only unvisited node is 4. So 4 gets added to the stack. Okay, and 2 is visited, and top is pointing to this. Okay, next what we do, so time to visit 4, I visit 4, so stack is empty, so 4 is also visited. Now I go for checking the adjacent nodes of 4. Adjacent nodes of 4 is 2, and that is already visited, and stack remains empty. This is up. Now 1, 0, 3, 2, 4 is the depth first search from the node 1. Hope you understood?
Yes, sir.
So from 1, what we are doing? We are starting from 1, going to 0, then to 3, then to 2, okay, and then to 4, something like this. Okay, now from 3, how can you come back to 2? We backtrack here. So how did you reach 3? From 1 you came to 2, 0. From 0 you came to 3. What is the backtracking? From 3 again you'll come back to 0. From 0 again you'll come back to 1, and then you'll go to what? 2. Okay, and then to 4. Understood now?
Yes, sir.
Okay, now we'll go to the next one. Okay, this was the example, same example which we discussed just now. Now breadth first search. Okay. Again, this is a recursive algorithm for searching all the vertices of the graph, and again this uses the concept of visited and unvisited, and the purpose of this is to visit all the nodes without forming the cycles. Okay, now how does the algorithm work? So again it starts by putting any one of the graph's vertices at the back of the queue. Back of the queue is nothing but the rear end. So insertion we are doing at the rear end, so don't confuse. insertion we are doing at the rear end of the queue, and I already told BFS makes use of the queue. Okay, so take the front item of the queue. You're taking the front item of the queue is nothing but deleting from the front end and add it to the visited list. Okay, so while adding to the queue, we do at the rear end, and we take out or delete the element from the front end and we add it to the visited list. So and then create a list of the vertex adjacent nodes. After you take out a node from the front end of the queue and add it to the visited list, so you got to find out the adjacent nodes to that. Okay, adjacent nodes to the node which you visited right now. Add the ones which are not in the visited list to the back of the queue. Okay, and take those, find the adjacent nodes and go for adding only those adjacent nodes which are not in the visited list. So keep repeating this step 2 and 3, so until the queue is empty, same as the previous one. Only thing is we are using the queues here. Now after you put any one of the graph's vertices at the rear end of the queue, so mark it as visited, then go for identifying the adjacent nodes for that node. Okay, the one which you have visited right now, and those adjacent nodes should not be visited yet. Add them to the back end of the queue or rear end of the queue. Keep repeating this step 2 and 3 until the queue becomes empty. Okay, now we'll try to understand with this with the example. Okay, look here. So let me write and show you here. So let me take 0 as the starting node again. Okay, what I'll do now, I'll go for inserting this at the rear end. Okay, this is the rear end. Okay, so on this front, let me erase, let me discard this. I'm inserting here. So 0 I insert here. Now since this is the starting node, so I can remove this from the queue and I can add it directly to the visited list. Erase here. Next what I do, I go for filling the queue using the adjacent nodes of 0. Now what are the adjacent nodes of 0? This 3, 2, 1. Okay, now what I'll do now, so first I insert 3, or let me do from here. Okay, so I've inserted 3. Okay, sorry, I have to insert from the rear end, no? Or let me write my own queue instead of this. I'll not consider this. Okay, I'll go for inserting. So first I insert 1, then I insert 2, I insert 3. This is the rear end and this is the front end. Front is pointing here. Hope you people understood?
Yes, sir.
So front is here and rear is here. Okay, next what we do now, so I have visited 0 already. Now the front is being pointed by, so front is pointing to 1, 1 is being pointed by front, so the next node to visit is what? 1. So 1 is visited. Okay, now when 1 is visited, so I got to remove that from the queue. That means it is deleted and front is pointing to 2. F is pointing to this, and since I visited 1 right now, next I should go for finding the adjacent nodes to 1. Now what are the adjacent nodes to 1? It is 0 and 2, but 0 is already visited and 1 is also already there in the what? Queue. Okay, next. That means I don't have anything to add to the rear end of the queue right now. Okay. Next, what I do, I go for visiting 2. So 2 is visited. I'm erasing this. Oh. So front is also pointing to this right now. Okay, so 2 is visited. So the next node to visit is what? 3. So 3 is the next node to visit. Okay, so and it is not yet visited. I visit 3, and next I go for adding the unvisited nodes which are adjacent to 3 to the queue, but there is no unvisited node which is adjacent to 3. 0 is already visited. Okay, now this is also removed. So next what we do, so we backtrack, okay, and then the last node to visit will be 4. So 0, 1, 2, 3, and then finally 4. So breadth, see, after visiting 0, you should visit all its adjacent nodes. So 0 is visited, and then 1, 2, 3, and next, I'll go for checking whether there are any adjacent nodes to 1 which are unvisited, but 2 was the adjacent node, and 0 was the adjacent, they are already visited. Next I take 2, and I'll go for checking whether there are unvisited nodes for 2. 0 is already visited, the only unvisited node for 2 is 4. So 4 is visited. Okay, people understood?
Yes, sir.
See, when we did the depth first search, so we went somewhere. I have another example to take you. Okay, see this. 0 is visited. So, and what were the things added? 1, 2, 3 added. So rear is pointing here and front is pointing here. Next what we do? We visit 1. Now we visited 1. 0 and 1 are visited. Now the adjacent node to 1 are 0 and 2. 0 is already visited, but 2 is already there in the queue. Okay. Now next to visit is 2. 0, 1, 2 is visited. Okay. And next, I think I missed this. Yeah, 2. The adjacent node to 2 is 0. Yeah, correct. So adjacent node to 2 is 0 and 4. Okay, this 0 is already visited and 4 should be added to the queue. I think that I missed that part here while explaining. Sorry, let me do it again. See, 0 is visited. The nodes which are adjacent to 0 are 1, 2, 3, which are still not visited. So 1, 2, 3, and this is the front end. Okay, and this is the rear end. Okay, next what I do, I visit 1. So 0 is visited. Next I visit 1. 1 is also visited. Next I go for adding the unvisited nodes which are adjacent to 1 to the queue. Now before that, let me erase 1 from here. So front is pointing to this. Okay, so 1 adjacent node is 2 and 0. 0 is already visited, but 2 is already there, so I don't have to add anything. Next node to visit is 2, Now 2 is removed from here and front is pointing to 3. Next is, now I have to see the adjacent nodes for 2. Adjacent node for 2 is 0, 1 and 4. 0 and 1 are already visited. Now 4 should be added to the queue. 4 is added and rear is not pointing to this now, rear is pointing to this. So this I missed earlier. Rear is pointing to this. Next node to visit now is 3. So 1 is visited, 2 is visited, now 3 we are visiting. 3. Okay. Now what is happening? This is removed. Front is now pointing to 4. Front is pointing to 4. Next node to visit is 4. I visit 4 and I check for the nodes which are adjacent to 4 but still not visited. So node adjacent to 4 is only 2 and it is already visited. I don't go for inserting anything at the rear end. Now this 4 is also deleted. Okay. Now the queue is empty. Now the process stops and 4 is also visited. Correct, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So same thing. 3 gets visited and then finally 4 is added to the queue. Now I want you people to write the BFS and DFS traversal for this. So V0, this is V0, V0, V1, V2, V3, V4, V5, V6 and V7. Start doing. Write it and tell me. Sorry, people writing?
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
So write it fast because I have to still complete the program also. The program is very small program it is. It will not take much time. And you didn't ask me one question. So which node should we consider as the start node? So consider V0 as the start node. Can I get the answers if you have completed? Yes, listen here. So starting from V0, considering V0 as the start node, okay, let me consider V0 as the start node. I visit V0. Then, so what I'm doing now, let me do DFS first, depth first search. Okay, V0. I take V0, this is visited already. Next its adjacent nodes are, so I am not writing any stack and any visited list. Without that I am doing. Okay, so but yeah, tell me. Yeah, tell me.
Sir, the answer
You want to tell? Yeah, tell me. I'm right.
Sir.
Yeah, for DFS or BFS you're telling?
Sir, DFS.
Yeah, tell me.
V0, V1,
Good.
V3,
Good.
V7,
Good. V7,
V6,
V6,
V5,
V6 after V6. After V6, see, you started from here, depth V1, and then V3, then V7 you are taken, okay?
Yes, sir.
And then adjacent to this is V5 and V6, okay, you are taken V6. Next adjacent to V6 is V2 and V7, okay? After V6,
Yes.
so you cannot come to V5 because V5 is not adjacent to V6. Correct, right? It should be.
Yes, sir. But V3 is in the stack, sir. It's already in the stack, sir.
Once again, let me write V2. Okay. Now after V2, the adjacent nodes to V2 are V0 and V5. V0 is already visited, so next will be V5. Okay, and then this is visited, this is visited, this is visited, visited. For V5, the adjacent nodes are V2 and V7. Okay, V2 and V7 are the adjacent nodes that they are already visited. Finally, you'll be having V4 left in the stack. So pop that and add it. So something like this. So you can have more than one DFS traversal also. Okay, understood now? Let me use this stack
Yes, sir.
and try to write it. Yeah, I'll erase this. Okay. Anyhow, we have written it already. I'll erase everything here. Let this be as it is. So now I'll use the visited and stack, and then we will go for writing. So this I'll take it as visited V, and one more stack I'll take. Okay, so V0, it is visited. Now to the stack I go for pushing the adjacent nodes. V2, V1. So T is pointing, top is pointing to this. So next node to visit is V1. So I'll just put I'll put the circle to the nodes which are visited. So V1 is visited now. Sorry, V0 is visited, and now we have visited V1. Okay. Now when it is visited, it has to be erased from the stack, and top of the stack is pointing to V2. Now I have to find the adjacent nodes to V1. Adjacent nodes to V1 are V3 and V4 and V0, but V0 is already visited. Now V3, V4 should be pushed onto the stack. So V4 and then V3. Okay, so V4 and V3. Now top is pointing to this. Next node to visit is V3. Okay, so this is visited. So we are going depth wise, we can observe here. Now V3 I have to pop, and so top is pointing to this. Next I have to find out the adjacent nodes for V3. Adjacent node for V3 is V1 and V7. V1 is already visited. Now V7 I push it onto the stack, and we have the top pointing here. The next node to visit is V7. V7. Now V7 I have to remove from the stack. Next I have visited V7. V7 is visited. I have to just find out the adjacent nodes to V7. So adjacent nodes to V7 are V3, V4, V5 and V6, but V3 is already visited. Now I should go for adding these things. Now V6, V5 and then V4. Okay. Now say you have written after V7, V6 you have written, that is also correct, because V6 is also adjacent to what?
V4
Sir,
is
V4
already in the
is
stack.
it's there, sir.
Oh, sorry. Which one is there?
V4, sir.
Oh, sorry. I got to erase. So V4 is already there. I should not add it. Correct. Good. So because it's here already. Now V6 and V5 are added. Top is pointing here right now. So top is pointing here, and next node to visit is either V5 or V6. So if you are writing V5 first and V6 later, so you'll be visiting what? V6 first and later the V5. Okay. Now V5 I am visiting. This sequence is also correct. After V7 you can have V6 also. Okay, people are understanding what I am telling?
Yes, sir.
Okay. See, after V7, so you can go for visiting the top of the stack. Right now on top of the stack you can have either V5 or V6, but I prefer writing the smaller value. So V6 is the bigger number and V5 is the smaller number. 5 is the number small, correct? Right? So that I prefer writing at the top. Next node to visit is V5. Okay, now I got to take out V5 from the okay. Now I got to say I visited V5. So V5 is visited. Now top is pointing to this. Now I have to find out the nodes which are adjacent to V5. The node which are adjacent to V5 are V7 and V2, but V7 is already visited. Now I got to add V2. So V2 is also there. Sorry, V2 is also already added to the stack. I should not add it. Okay. Next node to visit is sorry, I think I made a mistake. I have to add V2 again. Now V6. Though I'm visiting V6 means I'm backtracking twice. From here I'll come back to V7 and then I have to go to V6. Okay, let me write. It's correct. So V6. Now I'll erase this. Okay, next we have top pointing to for V6 again I have to find out the adjacent nodes. It is V2, it's already there. So top is pointing to this. Next node to visit is V4. So V4. Next from V4 all nodes, adjacent nodes are visited. This we are going to pop, and finally we are going to visit V2. So if I go as per this, here to V1, next to V3, next to V7, next to V5, So something like this. If I write 0, V1, V3, and then V7. So from V7 we go to V5, and then we backtrack again to V7 and go to V6. We backtrack again from V6 to V7, and then we go to V4. So and then so from V4 we backtrack to V7, then go to V6, and then visit V2, something like this. So this is also correct, and this is also correct, and I have written here the DFS. This one is also correct. Okay, so let me check this with V5, V2, V6, V7, V3, V1, V0. Yeah, correct. But I have taken different. Okay, let me do it without writing anything. So I start from here. So these are the two adjacent nodes. Depth, I choose this, I come here. Next for this, again these are the two adjacent nodes. I visit V3, and for this, this is the only adjacent node. I come to this. Next this, I have these many 3 adjacent nodes. Okay, depth, you can take this, and for this the adjacent node is V2, and next for V2 the adjacent node is V5. Next, to visit V4, what you are doing now, so you got to backtrack. See, you have come like this, you come like this till here. Now you cannot go to V4 from V5. Now you will be backtracking. You backtrack here, backtrack to this, backtrack to this, and from here you can go to this V4. Understood?
Yes.
So this is also
Yes,
correct.
sir.
Yeah, and this also you can write. Okay. And next the BFS. Okay. Now let me discard. Okay, I'm starting for BFS breadth wise. We have to go. Starting from V0. V0 I have written, and now so there are two adjacent nodes for V0, V1 and V2. So both of them should be visited. V1 I am visiting, V2 I am visiting. Instead of going depth wise, we are going breadth wise now. So V1 and V2 visited. Next I take V1. Next I take V1. I'll go for visiting this V1 breadth wise. So V1 has got again V3 and V4. So V3 I am visiting, and then V4 I am visiting. V3, V4. Next, so I had visited V2 now. Now V2 again has got V5 and V6. See, V5 and V6. So after visiting V3 and V4, I have to backtrack. So here, and I have to come here, and then I should be visiting the breadth of V2. So V5 and V6, and finally V7. So even same thing you'll get when you're doing this by writing the cube. Hope you people understood?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So I think the time is not sufficient, okay, for me for completing the lab program. So let me give the lab program tomorrow. Let me explain you people the lab program tomorrow. So I'll give you some more examples for this DFS and BFS for you to practice tomorrow. So just practice them at once at home. And this is the lab program what we have, program number 11. Okay, So is a print all the reachable nodes from the given starting node using DFS or BFS method. Any one method you can use. So since the recursion, you don't have to explicitly create the stack. So because whenever you're calling the recursive function, stack is already there. Okay, implicitly the stack gets created. So if you are going for BFS, then explicitly all this queue, rear end insertion, queue, front end deletion, all these things you have to do manually. So since DFS is easier than the breadth first search, so this program we are written using the DFS technique. Okay, depth first search. So this is the program, very small program. It is very small compared to all other programs, and something similar to your Tower of an Eye program. Even that is also smaller program, and this is also the smaller program. Okay. First thing is creating a graph of n cities using adjacency matrix. First you have to create the adjacency matrix, and then you got to traverse it using either DFS or BFS. Okay. So we'll discuss this in the tomorrow's class, and I'll give you some more examples for you to practice on DFS and BFS. So OP people got an idea how to traverse?
Yes, sir.
Okay, thank you.